April 20th, 2010. The Deepwater Horizon oil rig explodes and sinks into the Gulf of Mexico. Government estimates that originally 1,000 barrels a day would be lost into the ocean. It turns out that it's actually more like 5,000 barrels of oil a day going into the ocean. This accident, while claiming the lives of 11 people, is on track to actually be worse than the Exxon Valdez spill of 1989, where 250,000 barrels of oil were lost off the coast of Alaska. If these spills sound like a horrible tragedy to you, then you're right. The reality, however, is that our economy, our country, and our way of life depend on the oil and gas industry. As an offshore superintendent working in this industry for roughly 10 years, I'm here to dispel many of the myths associated with the offshore industry. The media wants you to believe that this is something that happens every day, when in reality, it's not. My first point is going to be the economy. According to the United States Department of Labor, the United States offshore industry consists of over 5,000 companies, employing over 700,000 people. The offshore industry also accounts for approximately $250 billion of revenue every year. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the average salary of an offshore worker, $27 an hour. This comes as a surprise to a lot of people, because most offshore workers have little more than a high school diploma. The United States produces an average of 6.5 million barrels a day of oil. The United States consumes an average of 17 million barrels of oil a day. If you think about that, how much more in debt to other countries would we be if we quit producing oil altogether? My second point is environmental factors. Oil spills actually only account for 5% of the oil deposited into our oceans every year. According to the Coast Guard, in United States waters, sewage treatment plants discharge twice as much oil per year than any oil spills. That brings me to my third point, which is safety. From the years 2007 till 2009, there were zero fatalities, in the offshore industry. From the same years, 2007 to 2009, there were only 30 reported major injuries. If you compare that to the average fatality rate recorded in United States highways every year, there are 35,000. That makes about a 0.08% average between the two. That being said, you're much more likely to see this in the news than you are to see this. In conclusion, the offshore industry is a major source of employment and economy. Oil and gas are necessities. They're our way of life. The safety records of the oil and gas industry speak volumes for themselves. Think about it. Without oil, without gas, you'd have no car, you'd have no way to heat your home, heat your food. Pretty much the classes that you're taking online right now, impossible. Thank you.